Greetings pimps. Welcome to another episode in the series where we 100% logically annihilate one of the millions of garbage lowest common denominator channels here on YouTube.
Okay. I use a combination of lies, manipulation, cheating, stealing, gaslighting, bullying, insulting, and flexing.
Now I was going to do a political channel, but I decided to cover the pedophile dark side Phil, also known as Philip Burnell, since he got a couple votes for episode 1 but lost to old Richard von Pepsi Stein.
I'm like a predator in a cool way. I'm like a cool predator. We're doing dirt.
I wouldn't be shocked if many of you do not know who that is, but you may have heard of a streamer who quote accidentally jacked off on stream in front of children a number of years ago. That, my pimps, was Phil Burnell, another in the long line of pedophile gaming YouTubers.
From VidCon, I'm going to Comic Con. Did you go to the convention? I'm going to Comic Con, and I'm going to meet all my favorite Iron Man, and all my favorite characters are going to be there, and my favorite comic book artists.
Now, that's not to say making specifically children's content makes you a pedo, but what does is when you are purposely trying to attract children to your stream, not only to attempt to groom but to try and scam them into giving you money. Pretty much all streamers and creators e-beg nowadays with a Patreon donation link, subs, or GoFundMes. Back in the day this was seen as pathetic, but now all the NPCs and normies are on the internet, so it's became widely accepted to beg for money.
Don't you feel silly? Don't you feel stupid? Don't you feel a little ashamed?
This is not to say getting donations is bad or begging, no, but it's when you ask for them in any manner it becomes e-begging. E-begging is in fact an NPC's subconscious acknowledgement their content is so bad no one would ever even think about donating unless manipulated through emotion or authority, which is why they attempt to use such manipulation tactics.
Yo, I don't like white people either. Let's get an interview going. What's good, homie? Yo, you're a gangster, right? Yo, you're a gangbanger, right? Yo, that's right. That's right, bro.
I will have to give Philip Burnell one set of props, though he was one of the first to marry an obviously transgender woman. Back before it was really a mainstream thing.
I'm neither a man nor a woman. When I think about myself, in my head, I think about a person. I don't think about a man with a beard and a penis, or a woman with a vagina and breasts. I think about a person. Do not sexualize me.
His content is the typical gaming and gaming news. Trash devoid of even a tiny amount of skill. Gaming channels don't have to be trash, but when your entire persona is built around complaining and blaming anything but yourself, well, that's where it gets extra pathetic. Philip Burnell.
3 times. You don't believe me? I'll tell you 5 more times. You know I'm smooth. I told you, I'm super smooth. Come on, buddy.
Is often literally brought to tears by video games when he can't instantly feed his dopamine addiction with them. Yes, Phil is another in the long line of dopamine addict creators. His complaints while gaming are just his subconscious ways of saying, I need to feed my dopamine addiction now and the game is stopping me. Phil is essentially a meth or crack addict who can't scrounge up enough money for a hit and lets the world know by screaming and yelling in the street, except in this case he's screaming and yelling at pixels on a screen. And the children he likes a little too much. But
Oh, shit, they got goobers here? Yo, I love these goobers, yo. Hey, yo, I love goobers. Hey, I love these goobers. I love the goobers, man. Hey, I'm gonna get some goobers. Hey, man, I'm gonna get some of these goobers right here. I might get 2 goobers. I might get 3 goobers. I might get 4 goobers. I might get 5 goobers. Boom.
we all know NPCs like Philip Burnell will never comprehend such things. Even if their life was on the line, they would sooner scream at a game dev in real life than get their life back on track and fix their dopamine addiction, or even acknowledge it.
Attention, all atheists. Calling all atheists. This is an open challenge for debate. One of you smart, brainy college kids out there, we're going to do this. We'll do this at your school. You set it up. I'll put up the prize money. $10,000 cash.
Now, one dopamine addict isn't too bad, but when said addict is trying to groom children and others into becoming addicts like him, well, that's one of the main reasons dark side Phil is one of the many trash creators on YouTube. This isn't even mentioning his crippling gambling and drinking addiction, but I digress, as those are just means to an end, the end being frying his brain with overloads of dopamine every second of the day.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. Can't spell crap without rap.
Likely due to childhood trauma. Most likely bullying or bad parents.
What's that, Mom and Dad? What's that, Mom and Dad? You want me to eat something other than fruit roll-ups? Fuck off! Fuck off! What's that, Mom and Dad? You want me to stop watching TV? You expect me to stop watching TV when there's a Street Sharks marathon on? Fuck off!
Now, if he did this offline and only to himself, I would have no issue. The problem arises when you bring your obvious pedophilic tendencies online and jack off in front of children on purpose. Yes, we all know it was on purpose, Philip. That's gonna be all for this installment, pimps. Hope you all enjoyed. We out.
So here we go. I'm about to make myself retarded.